to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Today, as you can tell from the title, it's a Q&A with the hubby.
Hey!
Woo!
Hey!
Thank you to those who did ask us questions. Some of them are really good. So,
Some of these questions are really funny, actually.
Before you leave, if you're new, welcome, subscribe, like, comment, and share. All that good stuff help my channel grow. It will mean so much.
And ring the little dingy bell.
Yes,
little dingy bell.
So you are notified
ding, ding, ding.
whenever any new videos are uploaded. So let's start with the first question.
First question is, what's the secret to a happy marriage? From a male's perspective, just say yes.
I don't think any marriage is perfect. And every marriage has its problems.
Everyone has their ups and downs, yeah.
Every marriage has its problems. We're not saying that we're perfect because we're not. We have our issues, issues that you don't go and say, and no marriage is perfect, but to
try and work through these issues.
To get along and stuff, you just have to agree with each other, work things through, and just communicate.
Yeah, and just say yes. I just say yes to everything. It's just easier.
You're just lucky that I'm a calm person.
You're lucky that I'm a yes person.
No, you're just lucky I'm calm. I'm very calm. It takes a lot for me to switch. So you're lucky to have a calm wife, because there's a lot of wives out there that bite your heads off.
Where's a lot of husbands that would bite your head off too, love?
No.
But I just say yes.
No.
Question number 2. How did you meet?
It's quite a long story on how we met, but it's quite a funny one actually.
Yeah.
And interesting.
It's a weird story.
So my brother was, 15, 16, how old was he? About that age?
Yeah, about 15.
And he used to work in Southgate at a barber shop, and him and his... So we're looking at the baby because she's just playing for toys. Whose birthday was it? Was it his birthday? He was celebrating his 15th birthday or something.
I think so, yeah, it was his birthday.
Oh, it was his birthday. And so they went out with all the boys, his boss at the time. And whatever happened, he must have drunk some alcohol. Someone must have put something in his drink, and he was very, very sick.
No, someone spiked his drink.
Well, yeah, we don't, yeah. And George wasn't in that group at that time. He was out and about with another friend of yours, weren't you?
Yeah.
And
I found him basically. I went to park my car because I was meeting some other friends at this club in Wood Green at the time, and I found Mario in the car park on the floor,
paralytic, he was gone.
Paralyzed, foaming out the mouth.
His eyes were rolled back.
He stank of alcohol, and the first thing was,
and mind you, he was 15, and he was 15 at the time.
Yeah, I used to go to the barber shop that he was first working at. So obviously I knew him.
Yeah, he was a young boy working with hanging about with loads of older boys. So
yeah, then I picked him up. I put him on my shoulders, and I was meeting some friends at the pub, the Wetherspoons, just down the road anyway. And I couldn't think of anything else to do but take him to the pub. And ask them for advice, because obviously they deal with people who are drunk all the time. And that was when everyone saw me running with Mario on my shoulders. Everyone tried to jump and help. We called the ambulance. The manager came out of the pub because they know about the recovery position. I had no idea what I was doing. And then we were just talking with the ambulance service on the phone. And they were telling us what we'd had to do. We were telling them that his eyes had rolled back. You couldn't see his pupils. He had foam coming out his mouth.
Cut a long story short, George was there helping my brother at the time. Me and Mum kept on. It got really late for a 15-year-old. He had a certain time to be home, so it got a bit late. I was about 17 at the time. So we kept on ringing. His phone no one was picking up, and then eventually someone picked up, which was you or Johnny.
I think it was John.
And they picked up, and we were like, "Where's Mario?" They're like, "Oh, is this his mum?" Mum was like, "Yeah." And at the time, we lived in Stoke Newington, and this was happening in Wood Green. And yeah, they picked up the phone and they said, oh, so-and-so's happened, blah, blah, blah. I was in my PJs, so was my mum. My dad was sleeping because he was doing shift work with the buses at the time. So we didn't want to wake up my dad who drove. So me and mum just quickly put on whatever, and we had to take the 67 bus from Stoke Newington and just go there. And do you know that the bus actually broke down on the way?
No way.
We had to get off and wait for another 67.
Really? You didn't tell me that? I didn't know that.
And mum was panicking.
Well, I bet, because we were like,
It had
we
to
told
happen
your
at
mum.
that time. It had to happen
Who
at that
was it that
time.
we spoke to? Was it you?
I don't know. But anyway, so we had to trek it all the way there with the bus. And then we found him there on the floor. George was there on top of him with Johnny, another friend of theirs.
I was doing CPR.
Yeah.
I was breathing
and I
into
can
his
still
mouth.
see him there. Like, the ambulance still hasn't come yet. And we could see my brother's eyes were rolled back. His body was just seizing, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
he was
just,
having a complete...
and it was foaming from the mouth. And you can just imagine how my mum was feeling. Like, she was screaming.
Having a seizure. He was choking on his own vomit.
So we had to
I
was
really act
panicking.
fast.
There was so many of them everywhere, and then obviously I noticed George and Johnny, but George caught my eye. He was fit. I'm not saying not fit now, but
I am better looking now than what I was when we
he was
first
all
met.
nice. People are not going to believe this, but George was all nice and slim, fit with his muscles. He had his little spikes. He had his little slit in the eyebrows back then. That was what year was that? 2007. 2007.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Oh, I was
was.
17.
Yeah,
so it was like
2007.
2007. Wow. So that was the first time I met George on the floor, helping my brother. So all that happened, and then back then, if you're really young watching this, you're not going to remember this, but there was High Five. Like, it was like MySpace and stuff. So I went on High Five and I was searching for him. I asked my brother, what's this boy's name? Obviously I fancied him, but I wanted to just find him and say thank you for like what he did and stuff.
Yeah,
So I ended up finding.
say thank you. Yeah.
So I ended up finding
Whatever.
George, and I goes, "Oh, hi, babe. My name's Christina. I'm Mario's sister. Thank you so much for that night. You helped out a lot." And then we just started talking from there, innit?
Yeah.
So that's how we met. That's how we met from that night.
But we were both dating people at that time. So
No, I was still single. I was 17. I was just meeting loads of
you're
different
single.
people. And he was obviously probably in a serious relationship back then,
Yeah, I was
innit?
in a relationship.
Yeah, I was just mingling with people. Mingling. So we were just talking like that. Then we just stopped speaking, innit, for a few years.
Yeah.
I found a serious relationship after, and he was still in a relationship. But a few years passed by, and then we just started talking again.
And that's how we hit it off.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So we're talking, stopped talking, we were dating people, and then...
Yeah, it was just a thank you for saving my brother. That was it. Sort of thing.
And here we are today.
And here we are today. Next question. If you were ever arrested, what would your family assume you had done wrong?
1 minute, you answer that first.
If I was ever arrested, what would my family assume that I'd done wrong? I don't know. Everyone would probably think I'd stolen a kebab or something. Or I'd ordered the kebab, gone to pick it up and just walked out the shop and didn't pay for it.
What would mine be? Mine would be...
You would definitely have stolen a lip gloss.
No, it would have to be something good. Like, I don't know.
Eyelashes.
No, maybe beating up someone for saying something wrong.
You beating up someone. She is quite crazy. When she wants to be.
Yeah. We're not going to get into that.
Yeah, I don't really know.
I don't know.
I don't ever intend to be arrested. And I'm probably friends with everyone in the police anyway, so.
Mine would just be if someone's saying something really, really wrong and hitting my button, and I would just be like...
So yeah.
Maybe. That's about it. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's
we
quite
can't
a
really...
tricky one.
Well, yeah, it's a tricky one. Let's go to the next one nonetheless.
Okay.
Toilet paper. No, this is a lovely question from my lovely sister. Toilet paper.
Only she will ask that.
Yeah, it had to be my sister to ask this question. Are you a scruncher or a folder?
For toilet paper.
I definitely must say I fold my toilet paper.
I scrunch.
Do you scrunch it?
I
Or
scrunch
you scrunch it in a ball and then wipe your bum?
Yeah, then I hold it like that and then I just like wipe myself.
How can you wipe yourself with tissue like that?
I can't wipe.
That means you scrunch once and then throw it in the water.
What do you mean? Yes, that's why I used a lot of toilet paper.
Nah, man. I get the toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I pull out the toilet roll. I might have like
Do you know who
5 or
folds?
6 sheets.
My mum folds her toilet paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have 5 or 6 sheets. I'm quite technical with this, and then I fold it on the third
No, I
sheet.
feel like it doesn't wipe my ass properly when I fold it.
Nah, I fold it on the
When
third
you
sheet.
scrunch, it has all those folds in, so it gets right into your like
Yeah, but that means you need half a toilet roll just to wipe your bum.
bum crack, and it just gathers everything.
No, man. I need to teach you one time. When you go toilet next, I'll come and show you.
No, it's okay, thank you.
So yeah, I fold it in the third on. So there's basically
We get very
6
technical about toilet paper
six
now.
leaves. I'm teaching the world how to
It's not leaves,
use
sheets.
toilet roll paper.
Yeah, okay.
Sheets, yeah, sheets of paper. Sheets of paper.
Are you listening? Are you gonna scrunch or are you gonna fold?
So 3, and then 3. So there's 6. I fold it in half,
Yes.
and then what I do,
Ugh.
so it's thick enough and won't rip when I wipe my bum.
Ugh.
I fold that again. I wipe my bum.
In your big ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the first layer there is my meal that I had.
Oh my gosh.
And then I usually fold that over, so I close that in, fold it over, and I keep folding basically until like I'm holding the tissue like that. And then I usually poke the corner bit. Yeah?
No, anyway,
Then I put it in the
anyway,
water.
I scrunch.
You're disgusting, man. I need
Why?
to teach you how to use toilet paper. No wonder why we need 24 rolls of toilet paper every week. It's yours. Yeah.
Ooh, I like using the same tissue like twice, like fold it and use it again.
Can't. No. Sorry,
Right, next
no.
one.
Let's do the next question. How did he actually ask you to be his girlfriend, and who told who they liked who first? I didn't ask her to be my girlfriend. She begged to be my...
Oh my gosh.
She begged me to be her boyfriend, basically.
Oh my gosh.
So I did not ask Christina.
More like you begged me.
No. No, I did not beg you. I didn't beg you, love. No. She basically, once that happened with me and Mario, she found me on High Five, which is the equivalent to Facebook today. Found me on High Five, said thank you and blah, blah, blah. We became friends like that. And it was just a friendship, nothing more. I thought she was really pretty. She was, you know, nice looking and stuff. But that was it, because obviously I was in a relationship. She had a boyfriend at the time or whatever.
No, she was mingling.
Okay, she was mingling. How many people did you mingle with?
I don't know.
Oh, good.
Go on.
I thought I was your first.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. After that, I was really close. I become really close friends with Mario, because at the time Mario was just like learning in the barber shop and sweeping the floors, like the stuff you do when you first start in a job. A year later, Mario actually started cutting hair, and I was the first person, or one of the first people. He cut my hair, and then he used to do my beard as well. I was actually the first person he done beards on, and it used to come out with scratches on my face and bleeding and blah, blah. But anyway, that's another story. And then I used to go and pick Mario up from home to actually take him to the shop, because he was learning, he was a bit slow. He was like, can you come and get me a bit earlier today so we can start you first, and then I'll take my time on your beard, etc. And that's exactly how I started seeing Christina more, from going to pick up Mario. So it was just literally, hi, bye, see you later, whatnot, get in the car with Mario and go to the shop. And then we built like a friendship relationship where we would text each other, see how we are, etc.
Because we were friends after.
Yeah, but then you were actually in a relationship at that time.
Yeah, going through a bad stage with him.
Whatever, you were still in a relationship.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then I was working in the West End at the time, and I had no idea that she was studying beauty
In Central
in
London.
Central London.
And not even that far from each other, and we didn't even know.
We
That's
were
how
like-
weird it was.
My
like-
shop to where she was studying was about 5 minutes walk.
And I didn't even
Literally,
know.
and we had no idea. And then when she was talking, she messaged me one day to see how I was, and then I messaged her back, and I was like, yeah, I'm good, blah, blah, blah. How are you? What are you doing? And she told me she's in the beauty school. And I was like, oh, where's your beauty school? And then she told me, just by Oxford Street. And I was like, what, you mean that beauty school? And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, my shop is literally 5 minutes from there. And then I thought, let me make a nice gesture, and I offered to take her home. I said, so what time do you finish? And she mentioned it was something like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever.
6.
It was 6 o'clock.
It was from 9 till 6.
All right, 6 o'clock. So I offered to say to her, look, you know what? I'm a bit busy today. Why don't we meet up at 6? I'm gonna stay a little bit later in the shop. We'll meet up at 6, and then I'll take you home.
But I was still with my boyfriend at the time, and I felt a bit weird. Even though we were going through a bad patch, I still thought it was wrong for me to get in a car, even though he's my friend, but to get in a car, just me and another guy, whilst I'm seeing someone. So in the beginning, I was like, oh, okay, like, we'll see. And then after I texted him saying, no, like, I'm going to go with my friend.
Yeah, because we lived really close. Our houses were
and we lived close as well.
5 minutes down the road from each other. So, that's... And then she refused me to take her home, which I wasn't planning on, it was no intention of me...
It's just that...
Just friendship.
Yeah.
I wasn't in a relationship at that moment. I'd just come out of a relationship. I appreciated that she was still in a relationship. But it was literally just an offer to take her home. It would be nice, put some music on, have a little chit chat on the way home. She started telling me about her issues with her partner and stuff like that. And, I was, being a friend basically, telling her that, don't worry about it, etc., etc. And then she ended up splitting up with her boyfriend.
And a month later we started dating.
Yeah, but who asked who? You asked me. Or I said to you, come down, let's go for dinner.
No, you said a month later, after I broke up with my then boyfriend, obviously we were talking then.
Oh yeah, that's it. I said to you, let's go for dinner and we can have a chat.
Yeah.
Like, let's chat. Just genuine chat. And it was, I took her for the most famous meal.
Our first date
I took her to Nando's. Come on.
I loved it. It was so nice.
I watched the way she licked those chicken wings. And that was it. It was just literally.
So you actually text me and said, should we go for dinner?
I texted her and said, let's go for dinner. And then that was it. We hit it off.
And then the next meet-up was when he officially said, would you be my girlfriend? So you didn't say, would you be my girlfriend on the first date?
I don't even think I asked you if you, I just kissed you.
No, you did. I think you did.
I magnetised your lips.
Anyways, next question. I think that's the last question.
No.
Oh, this is getting long.
Tell us your love story, where you met, who chased who, first date story.
Oh, that's similar to the last one.
That would have been literally answered in the last.
Yeah, so we answered
Q&A.
that one. And then, what is the recipe to his amazing chicken wings? Oh.
That. But because you guys are amazing, I'll tell you the secret to my wings. So basically...
Keep it short though, yeah?
Yes. So basically...
Because George likes to talk.
My chicken wings are the greatest wings you will ever eat in your whole life. Okay?
I can have some today.
I think that's why I still live with her. Because of my chicken wings.
Yeah, that's why I keep him home.
She keeps me home for chicken wings.
If it wasn't for chicken wings, he'll be at the door already.
By the way. So yeah. My chicken wings basically are, I get wings whole, I cut them in half. So you get your flat bit and you got your leggy bit.
The little
drumstick bit. And what I do with that is I get plain flour, I put the wings, I flour them up, I fry them on a high heat for about 5 minutes before taking them out. And then what I do is I then, I get sweet chili sauce and I basically cover them in sweet chili sauce. And then I take them out one by one once they're like completely covered in sweet chili sauce. You don't want the sauce dripping off it. You just want it nicely covered, yeah? Because otherwise it becomes a sauce in your dish, all right? So you take the wings out, put them on a nice tray on some foil and stuff, on the tray. Because sweet chili sauce gets very sticky, guys, and it's very hard to clean off. So you put your chicken wings on the tray. And the secret, before you bake them, because you have to bake them after frying them, is brown sugar. You need to sprinkle loads of brown sugar on them because it makes them sticky. It makes I don't know, it's just like the sugar and the flour just come together and it just gives you this really nice texture. So yeah, brown sugar, and then I literally bake them for half an hour, just until they've started to like, the sugar's starting to go slightly brown. And yeah, they're delicious. And then what I usually do at the end of it, when I've taken them out, I usually like to put things on a nice, like a nice vintage chopping board that I have. I put them on that nicely, you know, keep them looking like a restaurant, boutique restaurant style. And then what I do is I sprinkle some sesame seeds, you know, slice up some spring onion, just the green, just to garnish. And they are literally divine. They're the best chicken wings you will ever have. And I've never told anyone that. Never told anyone the secret to my wings. And there you have it. So your cooking time is around about 5 minutes for the fry, and then another half an hour in the oven after that. On about a 140 degrees oven. I'm not sure what gas mark that is, but yeah, 140 degrees. Just, you don't want it too hot, you don't want too much power. You just want them, because they're already fried in a really hot oil, so they're basically cooked anyway. You just want to, it's just for that sauce to all mush into that flour and give it a really nice coating. And that's it really.
So guys, that's the end of our Q&A. Hopefully it wasn't like way too long. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in another video. Bye. See you, bye.
Bye.